Helen has that look on her. Oh, sorry, Helen. Hi, Helen. And
Whatever.
It's an all-female panel for now. We'll be joined
What is good about the morning?
Every Tuesday, you're the Grinch of keeping it real. But it's an all-female panel, and we're about to get it into a very interesting conversation based on the story we received this week. But allow me to introduce my awesome group of ladies. Starting off with a Grinch, we call her Helen up here.
Whatever. You know what time my day starts?
What time does your day start?
Stupid o'clock, early o'clock, too early o'clock. All right, that's when my day starts.
So by the time we get to this point,
what is woo about the morning? What is so woo about the morning, dear? But I'm loving the big chop, AJ.
I know. I've cut my hair off.
They say a woman that's attempting to change the world first cuts her hair.
You know it.
What do you have up your sleeve? World domination.
I'm telling you, I think I'm in the mood for world domination. So okay. Let's get in. So hair gone, then we'll
give me the Tuesday off then.
That's above my pay grade. But also in the studios, we have our resident darling, Miss Judy. Hi. How you doing? Hey, you too. What is going on? What's in Akufo-Addo is happening? Like, I mean, what is?
Why are you enjoying? Why are you enjoying the economy?
No, I'm not actually. That's why we had a national economy. I had a what? No. This is signs of financial.
Whatever Britney Spears was going through when she cut her hair back in the day.
That's what I'm going through.
Do you like that?
I want a change of everything. So you started off by cutting off your hair, then you cut off everything also.
And then cut off keeping it real.
I think that's more your style. But joining us to also share her thoughts, we have the very lovely Gloria, why would I all keep calling you Gloria? Glory Boateng. She's a media practitioner and a law practitioner as well. And she serves as our third lady on the show today. Hi, Glory. How are you doing?
Hi, AJ.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
You don't look like there's any financial downturn in the country that you live in.
AJ's grace.
The Lord's grace is shining
AJ,
bright.
You look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I love the hair.
Come on.
You want to keep doing it, girl.
Hey.
Look awesome.
I love the way you guys are giving the vim. Because honestly, I didn't have the vim a few
there's no
ago.
turning back. So if we don't give you vim right now, come and collect your hair.
Because when they were cutting, the way my heart was doing, hey, you're right.
And you have a crab mouth because
it's gone.
It's absolutely, completely gone. But yes, it's time to get into our story for today. But Gloria, your week has been good, yeah? Since the last time I saw you.
I mean, I like how they all responded.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to be a woman.
Charlie, it's not
your
emotions,
it's your body. It's not your body.
It's your pockets.
It's not society.
All the time, blame evil. I blame evil.
Oh, wow.
One apple. And she didn't even risk it for the right fruits.
Just an
grapes.
Apple.
Me. Anka grapes.
It makes sense, honestly. If you are going, yeah.
I would have sold humanity for grapes.
No,
Apple, or maybe even pineapple, mango.
No, mango, dear.
You can't sell humanity for mango, but grapes, juicy
watermelon.
But that's where the power lies. You know, let's not forget about that. Of all the fruits, that was where the magic was.
That's why I'm wondering. That for me, Uncle, the snake cannot get me. Said this apple, but if he said, I've sliced pineapple. It's in the fridge.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
After a long day or afternoon.
Let's say afternoon. Afternoon. Are you feeling me?
Yeah.
If you had told me there's pineapple slices in the fridge, God said don't touch.
You go in there.
But recently there was this joke going around that it's possible that Adam actually chewed the apple and lied because men can lie.
Oh yes. I'm sure.
DJ Phil.
When we do our forensics, you really find out maybe it was Adam who ate the apple and said it was Eve.
Men can lie. Men will lie. Men will lie and stay
and lie again.
Lie through it.
A man will kill you and ask you, are you dead?
On that note. out to our resident guy in the studio, DJ Phil. Today, you catch all the sublime shots.
Oh, the bullets. Is the lassie on his way?
I think so.
The lassie, come and defend your gender. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
So that will bring us. We have two very exciting stories, but we'll pick one and we'll throw the other to next week.
Sure.
So I think we should pick one that really puts this man into context. Our story number 2 today. Anna, which one do you think, ladies?
Yeah.
It's story number 2, yeah? Okay. So it starts off with the prelude. I looked after a girl in school and now she doesn't want to marry me. Hello, ladies. I met this young girl in 2019 and she was the last child and had 4 brothers, all struggling. When I met her, she was 19 years and I have been admiring how reserved and loyal she was. I was 29 years when I met her.
Hey, red flag.
Relax now, relax. I was 29 years when I met her. She was a house help in our estate, but a very neat and quiet girl. So one day I approached her when she went to the market. I went with her because I wanted to have a deep talk with her. Tell me about yourself, I asked her. She told me her age and other things a stranger like me was supposed to know. But I went deeper and wanted to get to know why she was a house help with a bad madam who treated her badly. And she told me her dream was to go to the university after she got very excellent WASI scores. After 2 weeks, I was so disturbed by her matter, I wanted to bring her out of her madam's house because sometimes she even goes as far as sleeping outside.
Oh, no.
I wanted to help her, maybe when she grows, marry her. But I didn't want to ruin it with the talks of a relationship just yet. Since she thought of me as an older brother who wanted to help her and even called me Bra Ben. I wanted her to grow to love me later like I liked her. And I decided to help her because I loved her and she was very smart and she was the kind of lady I wanted to call my wife. About a month later, she got admission and I told her to resign. Tell your madam you're not going to work anymore, that you're going to school. I made sure everything she needs to be comfortable in school, she was provided for. I rented her own place and she was happy and also started helping out with her family. And I also started helping out with her family and her siblings. After her graduation, I helped her get a job and started planning towards our life together. However, I was still yet to declare my intentions towards her officially. Earlier this year, I finally went to her to tell her I want to marry her so we should start our life together. And I was so shocked when she turned me down, saying she loves me as a brother and she can't imagine marrying her older brother, which is what I have become to her. And in fact, she's met someone in school that she has told him he must meet me for my blessings since I'm her guardian. I left in pains. When I got home, I told her that her wedding must not hold, not now, not ever. And I will ensure that her certificate will be as useless as tissue paper if she doesn't marry me. I have told her family, who are now insisting she marries me, but she's crying and begging me to let her go. My friends think I did wrong by not declaring my intentions to her earlier, and it's not her fault, but it's rather mine. Am I wrong to force her to marry me? Gang, gang.
Gang, I like that.
Kendra, we need your help. If you're tuning in right now, send us a message. Tweet at us at hashtag keeping it real and let us know what your thoughts are. And we'll open the phone line sometime in about 15 minutes to hear what you think about this one. A man has fallen in love with a lady, taking her through school, allowed her call him Brother Ben. For most of the period in school, got her a job. She thinks that this is my big brother who is helping me in life, only for him to say that you must marry me. And it's forcing people to force her to marry him.
It is called Bra Ben. That's how you say it.
Bra Ben.
Bra Ben.
Hey, Bra Ben. I don't know. Yes, sir, Bra Ben.
Hey, dear Father Ben.
Father Ben. Now, where should I start? Glory. What are your thoughts hearing this letter?
It's a very interesting one. I think that one of the things that we all fail to do usually is making our intentions known and known very well. Especially for men. I mean, growing up now, I've seen Shege. So, especially for men, when it comes to relationship, love, and all of that, I don't know. But a lot of them don't like declaring their intentions in the early stages. And then they tend to just keep some things to themselves. Some of them, eventually, when they've gotten what they want, can tell you that, but I never said anything to you. It's unfortunate that Ben's own is on the other side.
Because men, they like it. So you do everything like a girlfriend. They'll say, but I never said that. I never asked you to be my girlfriend. And you're left with egg in your face.
Last week, I was telling somebody that, as it stands, I have a screenshot of the list on my phone. So when you come doing your things and you want a list, I'll forward it to you.
This baby, I'm not joking
on WhatsApp.
again.
So I am just trying to say that what Brother Ben did wasn't right. But probably Brother Ben was doing it from a place of genuineness, not to put pressure on the lady. Because, this lady, no matter what, you'd have said yes at that time.
Yes,
knowing
she was
that
desperate,
you are in hard labor, working under someone. We've all stayed with our aunties one way or the other, and girl,
it can be bad, yeah.
So there's no way someone comes around trying to take you out of that place and to put you into education that you would say no. At that time, you wouldn't even have the thought of thinking about any other man, because that man would be your dream man. We never know the age she was in at that time.
He said 19 and 29.
Oh, Ghana has are now in 19. Someone be 19 and 29 knows what they're about. Hey,
19,
media 19 and 29. For me, there's a as a 29-year-old man,
you know
what are you
better.
really going to talk about with the 90-year-old? That's why she's seeing you as bra men.
She wants to groom her into becoming the perfect wife.
Oh, these young girls, they are sharp.
Exactly.
They are sharp.
If you see
if
some
you
of the
think
boys,
because she's 19 and you're
you wouldn't
29,
say it.
you trap it. Masa, before you thought,
She has
before you think she has thoughts, maybe.
Because I follow some of these girls on social media. Senior high school students, and if you look like, the kind of clothes they're wearing, the phones, the kind of company they are in, they know what they're about.
True.
If they don't like you, they know they don't like you. If they like you, they can say. If you attract them, they can tell you. They know that they want someone who gives them money. They know that maybe they want someone who, for his freshness.
Yeah.
So the men shouldn't underestimate the generation we are in.
Yeah.
They are very much exposed. They know what they are about, a lot of them. So then, especially for the girls, they know what they like, actually. And most of them love good things. They love money.
Yes.
They don't want to go through the pain and all of those things. Do you understand? The younger ones are not understanding that language.
Yes.
It's about soft life, the good life. So Brother Ben should have declared his intention. But on the other side, I think that the lady would probably want to think twice about things. Let's say, at the end of the day, what is marriage about? At the end of the day, what does it take a man to qualify to be your partner? Really? Sometimes we are encouraged or we are moved by the charisma, the aura, the TikTok, the accents, the good job, medical doctor, lawyer, real estate, whatever.
Real estate.
That's where the money is now.
Cash.
So cash there. So, we are moved by that. But marriage goes beyond money. Marriage goes beyond, you wanting something, someone doing it for you. Marriage really has to do a lot about selflessness, a lot about understanding you. For women, as we age, we will not always look like this.
Yeah.
AJ, you won't be looking as beautiful as you are.
Charlie.
Like
Speak
all
for
the
yourself.
time.
I'm gonna be sexy forever. Forever.
The boobs, if we are going to go about, the natural way, might not be standing like it.
Relax.
That's why they are
Relax.
Okay.
Slip,
Okay. But you can also tell what happened tomorrow.
True.
That
That's
we don't
true.
have control
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
I know a professor who got married, but when she was getting married, she had her 2 legs together. A week into the marriage, she had an accident. They had to take off the
Oh
legs.
my goodness.
So life happens.
That's true.
And the man had to resign from his job.
To take care of her.
To take care of
Take
her,
care
but
of her.
she was a lecturer, so take care of her. Whereby he stopped his job and is taking care of her and has supported the woman for about 20 years.
Amazing.
Always pulling her to lectures, bathing her or whatever, and they're together. I'm trying to say that you don't really know tomorrow.
That's true.
So at 19, she may not understand what I'm saying now. Maybe she may understand in her 25, 27, 30. But if she's got counselors, depending on how her worldview is, she may understand it. But she should take her time. Really, she should take her time. And Brother Ben shouldn't
Father
be too
Bernard.
Father Bernard shouldn't be too
She didn't
expectant.
force. No, but the thing, okay, now I'll come to you, Miss Julian, and you, Helen, on this one, because this is a situation where it's very different when you grow up with a particular perception of someone in your mind. She's grown for the last, he met her in 2019. It's been, 5 years? She's now 24. The last 5 years, she's seen this man as her elder brother, as the man that has come through for her, literally her angel in her knight in shining armor. All of this rolled into one, and he's asked nothing from her. So in the first year, maybe you'll be waiting and thinking, one shot, there's something there, there's something, but then the first year nothing, second year nothing, third year nothing, fourth year nothing, fifth year. Then you come and ask. So I have gone in so comfortable knowing that this man truly doesn't want anything from me. He just wants my betterment. So my responsibility is to be good. Maybe sometime in the future, take care of him
And make him proud by
make him
excelling
proud.
at what he
Exactly. Like, wait a minute, how do you now turn around and say, Minya, I've talked about Minya for 5 years. He now wants to be the one that will. He wants to pull it down, and then see things that. How do you? In fact, it's that I think that may be probably one of the hardest things to reconcile for the lady. How did you go about it, Ms. Judy?
Seriously, I feel sorry for her, because if the guy is raining curses and wants you to marry him by force,
By fire, by force, so and brimstone in her.
you don't want to like stay forever and be unhappy and always wondering, as you said, what the future holds. Because obviously, if she's miserable, it's going to reflect on the marriage. Because this is someone I see as a brother. Obviously, she has told all her friends that he's my big brother. Now, how do you go back to explain to them that, no, I'm my brother. Now he was taking care of me. It's
Hoping that I'll grow to become a fruit chicken
look
and
at
then
this.
be grilled as
Exactly.
I think the guy should let her go. It's wasted investment. Maybe she hope that one day God will bless him again. But to force a woman to marry you,
that one day.
She will leave you eventually.
Yeah.
She will cheat on you.
you don't want to be unhappy because you forced someone to love you. If she really doesn't want to be there, let's not force her. It's as simple as that.
Charlie.
Who wants to be married at 24 anyways?
That one is another thing.
You know how much enjoyment is in life.
Exactly.
No, but she's willing to marry this new person, and she wants this person to come and
Even
seek
that is a red
blessings.
flag. Let me tell a lady, if you are listening, the one you want to marry, don't even marry him.
Eesh.
Don't even listen. How many women get married quite young, and by the time they arrive at 30, they feel completely different. The things that were important to them in their 20s, like you as a woman, the way you feel in your 20s, who you are will
It's completely
change.
different.
You come into some newfound confidence. Nobody can tell you anything. And I've seen it happen. I've never been married, but I've seen women who've gotten married very early, and by the time they're in their prime, they're a whole different person. The confidence alone, they're self-assured. Now they know what they want. If they had married in their 30s, they wouldn't have gone for the guy that they married in their 20s. It'd be a whole different ball game. So me, even on the outset, being quite young, I would tell her to take her time, because a lot of people get married 23, 24, 25. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are.
That is very true. And
You don't know, and at that time you think you know who you are, but trust me, when you get to the other side where you really know who you are, you know that at that time you didn't know who you are. People will tell you, but when you're young, you're also rambunctious,
Yes.
ungovernable.
Yes.
You think you know everything. You have
Yes.
arrived. Remember being 18, got my belly button pierced, I got my ears pierced. I was like, I've arrived. Yeah, you
Shut
can't
up,
tell
all
me
of
nothing.
that.
I thought I was
Bad
so.
B. You
I
can't
thought
tell
I
me
was
nothing.
grown. I thought I was
Yes.
so old, and I was living on my own. Like I thought I was a big. Oh, massa.
it was
I'd not arrived.
No, honestly.
And how I feel now, the person that I was with at that time, if I had married them, I would not have stayed with them. Impossible. So even at that 25 no cry, I would say to her, even this guy says she was to marry, I'm a father Ben and forget about him.
Yeah.
Because as I say, in closed mouths don't get fed. You have this intention, and you yourself, you're 29 and she's 19. You are Father Bernard.
Thank you. And interesting enough, very interesting point there, because me, I my first boyfriend I ever dated wanted to marry me. I almost did.
Wow.
And I knew that was the end goal. And when I look back at it
those
now,
things used to make me laugh. When I was like 19, 21, I'll marry you. You were a joker. I knew they were lying.
I knew he knew he was no.
Oh,
I
Massa.
knew
As
he
soon as
was
I
gonna
heard,
get
I thought,
married.
and
I knew it
I said
proper.
to myself, I'm not getting married. Me myself, I said I will never get married before 30. I didn't even want yet. So at that age, I'll marry you. You marry who?
No, we were proper. I said we were proper.
Like rice and stew.
Like rice and stew.
Got you. I got
ready
it.
to go, and then
I got it.
A few things happened. I said, you know what, nah, this is not for me, and I walked out. And I think that was the best decision I would have ever made in my life, and I have ever made. One of the best decisions I ever made. Because if I had continued, I would not have done a quarter of the things I've done in my life.
Exactly.
I would not have been the person I am. So
Be giving birth.
I would have like probably 3 kids by this time. No masters. Just
It's
a
not
comfortable
easy.
higher
It's not
flight.
easy in this society to decenter men, especially when
Yes.
you're coming up, because the social capital being partnered with men gives you is enormous. If you're married, for example, you are responsible.
Yes.
You have more respect in
Yes.
society. But behind closed doors, nothing better is going on.
About.
But AJ, you could have still succeeded.
I don't think
I married
so.
before I did my masters.
No, it was also the kind of person I was with.
Yes, so
and he was enormously successful and
it's
had
possible
so much
to
going
encourage
on.
you to do
And
it.
wasn't, even though he encouraged my excesses, I knew it would be a very different ball game if I had married this person. So it's different expectations he would have for you as girlfriend and different expectations when you're married, and it would involve following him around, traveling with him, being a stay-at-home wife.
I
It
didn't
was.
want that.
I didn't want. I've never been a sit at home. No, like I would have no stress. I would literally just spend money.
What else
That was the
you
plan.
Because
But
the money
then-
matters, you know.
No, it does. But I like working. I like being hands-on. I like owning my own ambition.
You're a
Other
productive
businesses.
person.
I am consistently, and
Like,
I would.
other businesses. By now, like I would have known
I always-
rich woman. Be
I had started media at that point, so I wanted to see it through. I wanted the opportunity.
Owning Media General by now.
Hey.
Why mistake?
Why share my mistake? We'll come back to this.
Is he single? Is he still
Surprisingly,
single?
got married the next year.
Oh, then his goal was to be married.
No, it really was. So the next
Oh,
year.
Charlie, you slack, oh. What's
out.
your friend is
This
saying?
one day is like.
You go Google that. This is the side point. Side attraction. Okay, back to it. Now the thing is, he's forcing this lady to marry him. He's determined. He's causing her family to give her pressure. Because family, if you looked after the family too, I don't know. Oh, yeah, bear my papa auntie.
But why didn't he
Yeah.
disclose his intentions?
Because he didn't want to ruin it.
Or
according
he
to
knew
him.
that 1929 they are ringing.
Gakra. But I will do everything for you to fall in love with me, but I won't say that I want you. So you should use your brain.
You should use your...
Obviously, he didn't do well at
No,
it.
he
AJ,
didn't.
do you think some men think that love is all about provision?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot.
So in his mind, I'm
He's giving you
the
everything.
world.
Yes. I'm giving you place to stay. I'm taking care of your family. But then if you don't tell me, if you are acting as if you're my brother, I will think you're
Because
my
he
brother.
didn't even introduce romance into it. He didn't introduce
He
anything.
didn't, I don't think he even kissed her.
Wow.
Or even tried to kiss her.
Hey, you want to marry me? I've not kissed me. Hey, baby, you are not serious.
So at this point, is he right to force her to
You
marry
have not
her?
given me a heavenly kiss.
He
No
cannot
heavenly
force
kiss,
her.
no divine
my
kiss.
son. So how can I consider
To
you?
even touch you in other places.
How can you buy a car? You not test drive it?
Can you
Massa,
imagine?
Massa.
Aye, that one-
Father Bernard.
That one is not possible. How can you not? How can you not test drive it? I mean,
AJ, we don't always test drive.
No, we
please.
must test
don't
drive.
Always,
We must
don't
test
always-
drive. Who would? In fact, next week we'll come back to that conversation.
Make sure you bring her Bible right now. Oh, don't.
Wait, make sure. Do you think we shouldn't test drive before we buy the car?
I would have a counterpart.
You
yeah. I think you shouldn't.
you shouldn't test drive your
No,
car
you should,
before you buy
you
it.
should know how it works.
And if
Like,
you can't
How are you
understand
going to know how it works if you haven't tested it?
the quote unquote, the
Miss Judy,
private
we're
part of
fat.
a man and a woman are not. I mean, we try to compare it to a car, but AJ, we can't always put it that, symbolize it that way.
Okay, so
AJ.
Hey,
I
this
mean-
is bad advice. So don't listen. Listen to me, oh.
So should you not figure out the tools you are working with?
Figure it
AJ.
out.
How do you figure?
AJ, I'm gonna say this.
Uh-huh.
You know that it's easy breaking up with someone you haven't had sex with than someone you've had sex with.
It's easier to break up
So,
with somebody. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well,
Why-
to me,
we are not talking
practically,
about breaking up yet.
You know, I'm a pastor, but I'm gonna confess.
Please.
Yes.
I mean,
Break it down.
Yes. Keep it real. Keep it real. Hallelujah.
Preach on.
I'm with you, sister.
I mean, so I realized, so there was this guy who was struggling to, leave. And then I was just asking, I was praying and asking God why. Because I'm seeing all the signs. I'm seeing he doesn't understand me. I'm seeing that he likes to gaslight. I'm seeing so much. And I think that's not what I need. But I wasn't able to leave him. Then one morning, it just dawned on me that, girl, you've done the do, you've gone really far with a guy. And that could be why. I started reading scientifically to understand what happens when we exchange emotions
That's
at that
so
level.
ties, yes.
And then I understand that even scientifically, there's a bond that happens when the both of you, there's a cuddling, skin to skin.
Osmosis.
And
Photosynthesis.
Wait, cross-pollination. Cross-pollination.
but for the others, I said to myself that I'm not gonna kiss any guy. I'm not good. So I was always, I was having level-headed.
So you could walk away and disassociate.
Because I could easily assess things and go like, man, you're not gonna help me. I'm leaving you. So it was one of the reasons why that particular guy was difficult for me to let
walk
go.
away from.
So
Okay.
I think that if you keep doing that, it's gonna be difficult for you.
So shouldn't you choose to do it when you have
sorry,
gone past a certain? Okay, so you've understood the person. You feel that you shouldn't be part of the conversation. If
If he doesn't kiss you, you are disqualified. He will even give you a chance.
So imagine you've gone a little far with this person. You've studied them. You have a relationship with them. You've been together for a period of time, and you're now working towards marriage. At this point in time, shouldn't you be considering now figuring out the accoutrements that you are dealing with?
I like
Proceed
that.
with it.
I like that. You know how when we go to the restaurants, they're able to serve us with the cutlery sets and all of that. Engaging in the conversation of how your partner is sexually is not a sin.
Okay.
Wanting to find out, for me, I can bring up conversations to let me know how your sexual orientation is. It is not a sin, but these are religious mentalities that has been planted in our heads. It is not a sin. It depends on the level that you go.
Is it a sin if you say, show it to me?
Oh, show it to me is a sin, my darling.
Oh, Pastor Glory, you can't do this.
Will you mash kenke with it?
We can't do that. You can't do that.
Will you mash kenke with this? Or you will turn it into a bar?
Wait. Glory,
So I know my next move.
Tourism attraction.
I know
Is it a
my
tourist
next
attraction?
movement.
Wait.
Is it a monument?
But you must see it.
Is it a monument?
We are talking about it. You are telling me, I can do this, I can do that. But if you haven't
AJ, if you want to go for excursion, let's go to camp.
If you haven't touched it,
In recent times,
if you haven't,
I would want to see it.
you haven't.
You have to put it on your forehead. No,
in
that
recent
is.
times, I want to see it because nowadays there are people without dots and all that.
But AJ, I'm very concerned. So when
Especially if
I'm
he
with a
has
guy,
gone to Kaswa, we don't know whether he has come back with it.
Exactly.
Or
AJ,
did he
when I'm
come
with
back
a
with
guy,
it?
I'm able to tell whether I'm attracted to him because the guy who really likes you, or you attract him and all of that. You realize that even in front of their trousers, it might.
Glory.
This is haram. This is haram.
Glory.
So you can even tell from that.
Okay.
The way this guy is looking at me.
Maybe you can't. You
sit outside
can't.
for long.
Maybe you can't speak on this, but I can ask my other sisters. Is
You can ask me. Who told you can ask me this?
there are allegations that each person feels different.
Please, I don't know.
Brother Bernard.
I beg you in the name of Jesus. Hey, what kind of cross is this? Yes, they all feel the oh yale.
What's the question?
Madam.
I can't.
Madam.
I can't breathe. Okay, no, hold on.
Rephrase and come
The question is
again.
more. I come again. No, as in what I was.
AJ.
As in,
He wants to put you in trouble.
As in some.
It's me that you're asking.
I'm asking everybody now. It's just that I was looking at you, but I was asking you.
Look away, please.
Miss Judy is a married.
I'll show you.
You are single. You don't have anyone yet.
Is that they are different?
No,
Maybe.
is there like some people are better than others?
Hey.
AJ.
Is a question.
You know she dated someone before, like the guy who
So
wanted
she's
to
the one
marry
who can
her.
really tell.
So
No, but that's one person. It's just one. I have only one
last
experience
2
to go
weeks
back.
You were single at the beginning of the show.
I
You were
was.
not single,
And
so
no, I am.
You're still counting.
No, you see, as a virgin, yeah,
Helen.
I don't have a lot to go on.
Someone
You
is a
understand?
virgin.
Because
Okay.
I'm waiting for someone to be very, very
Veggies,
serious.
types. We have types of the veggies. We have different types.
There's only one type.
So the one you are introducing
tertiary.
there, Charlie,
AJ.
primary virginity and things like that. Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
So
We're
you
shaking tables this evening, AJ.
I've heard some before. Hey.
Oh, wait, relax now. I just thought, okay, let's move away from this. Let's move away from
I
this.
think we should even open a phone.
Let's
line
open
saying-
the phone lines at this point.
And then I just say, over to you, audience, over to you, Jolati.
0559 242 717 0559 242 717 0556 910 154.
There's a reel that's how you say hurrah to the boiling point. That is a hurrah to the boiling point.
If you have thoughts about what we were talking about on the sidelines, what is the story? Just send it.
If you don't have
Just
any
call
thoughts,
us.
can call because I jinx him. Just call us.
But
Call us.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Good evening. And where you're calling from?
Nana. I'm Atachu.
Hi, Nana. So, you heard our story earlier. What are your thoughts about our gentleman? How should he proceed?
How should he proceed?
Yes.
He doesn't have a case, really.
Hey.
Oh, is it okay to say he's mad?
Hey.
No.
Hey.
You see, look,
Uh-huh.
I understand how he's feeling, okay?
Mm.
But you see, you have an intention about someone. You let them know.
Mm-hmm.
You let them know for starters. You let them know the reason why you are doing what you are doing.
All right.
So that if they agree to it, you continue. But there's someone in the thinking she's met an angel who is changing her life.
Yes.
No knowing this angel has an agenda.
Big one.
And you see, the reason why I'm saying he's mad is because look at all the threats that is coming with, if you don't marry me, I'll do you this, I'll do that. Are you mad? See, even if he told her and she agreed and she grew and said, I won't do it again, me, I'll say leave her alone. Because you see, people grow. Even the guy himself, he's not the same as he was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
People grow, people change. You have to have that in mind when you are embarking on some of these things. It could work out and it could backfire. You want to force her to marry you. And endure what? And endure what? Happiness or just to succumb to fulfill what you expect. And the family too, they shouldn't even dare force her to marry him.
Ish.
Are you? No, HSC. This is the reason why a lot of marriages are collapsing. You are forcing her to marry him because what? Because what? Because he had an intention that he didn't tell.
Well.
And now he's come up with it and the family. You see, somebody just said, you mistake that so far as a man is giving you money and is providing for that is all. Master, that is the least of it all. There's more to these things than you limited everything to so sure, yeah, then it's okay.
Yeah.
What about the emotions?
Yeah.
What about my happiness? What about my peace of mind? What
Yeah.
about my dreams? What about all that? Do you understand?
Yep.
So my brother, if you are listening, please leave the gentleman, leave the lady be. You did read the story. The lady has met someone who is even planning on introducing this person to you.
Yes.
Suddenly, someone who tries to think, oh, I've met an angel, a brother, somebody I can trust, somebody who has been there for
Guardian,
me. No,
or do you say, hey, or you're the guardian?
No, we know you there, you get your own agenda. And
Charlie.
if she's saying no, you say what you want to blackmail her, and I'll make sure your certificate. My brother, what are you doing to yourself? You are just disgracing my gender.
Hey.
Coming from a man.
Oh my. Nana, thank you so much for that. Oh, disgracing the gender part. Well, speaking of the gender, let's get into some messages now on social media. Humor Highway says, if you had been punctual and regular at the Brotherhood meeting, you would have done the necessary things before this time. For now, you're on your own. The Brotherhood cannot help you. We are sincerely sorry for your loss. Samson says, you can never change the narrative of being her big brother. Your friends were correct. Predictions on matters of the heart can be misleading. You should have made your intentions known to her. Bless the marriage as a guardian angel you have always been. Better luck next time. Victoria said, yes, your friends are right. You should let your intention have been known to her before proceeding to her help. My guy, you did wrong. M. Swala says, the first paragraph is enough for me. You are lucky she did not slap you on top. Esther says, I don't see anything wrong in this issue. The lady is ungrateful. Even if the guy didn't tell you, my brother, don't curse her. Leave her alone. She'll come asking for forgiveness one day. At that time, you'll be happily married. Kate says, bless her marriage and you'll be shocked the best one God has shaped for you. Gloria Moses says, a whole 4 years in school plus NY National Service. Plus, she started working and you know won't talk. Chris says your intention was to assist her to fulfill her ambition in life. In fact, you were her destiny helper. And I don't think you should marry her. That should not be the option. Just bless her and one day you'll be rewarded. Even not for you, your children will be favored. Asuma Suleiman says, you're wrong for not telling her your intentions earlier. Please let her go. God will provide. You will definitely do yourself a disadvantage if you force her to marry you. My reasons are these. It's not her fault to have dated another man when you had the opportunity to tell her. Turning you down has created a deep hole that could a long time affect the price of love you'd be willing to pay for and vice versa. Your future happiness is very important. Coming in from Inda. Genevieve says, if she can pay you what investment you made in her. You should have told her why you were helping her. Then she decided to accept
she paid a bit. She should pay back what the investment.
The investment because he should have been.
Oh,
he should have
you
been.
and brother Bernard, no difference.
Israel Jacob said, you are very wrong, young man. Joy says, very, very wrong. In fact, you should have told her your condition for her to accept beforehand before you helped her. And a few more messages like that. We'll get into some more shortly. But ladies, yeah, a lot of it is like, Charlie, what all this? What
It's
all
amazing
this?
how the men are bashing the man.
I like that.
Yeah.
But also shows that honestly, you can't predict things or assume that someone will go a certain way simply because you are offering some service or help to the person. People at the end of their mind, at the end of the day, have their independent mind and will choose to sway whichever way it is. Maybe in the beginning she may have considered it based on gratitude, but you didn't let your intentions be known. Do you really falter for this?
They say that if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, and assumption is the bedrock of failure. There's a lesson to anyone listening to us. I mean, not only in relationship, but even in marriages. Communicate. I feel that we've left communication to talking. I mean, being an orator or someone who can talk doesn't mean you're communicating. Communication involves verbal and non-verbal cues, and we should do our best.
The non-verbal, you show it to me.
I just get it. I didn't say So I mean, people should just, AJ, people should. So much is happening to people in terms of disappointment because people are not communicating.
Yeah,
even in friendship, at all levels, please communicate what you like, what you don't like, what you want done, how we want it done, when, where, how, what, everything, say it. And if the person is not interested in that level of communication, listen, you want to back off a little bit or know the zone to put the person, because if you don't communicate, you will not be able to satisfy the interests of both parties. So we should communicate, and ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Do you understand? If you can't force the lady to marry you at this point, you should have declared your intention.
Yes, the same way you should declare your goods. So we all know if we are carrying contraband or not. Miss Judy! Now this one. If the family is giving the girl pressure, and she chooses to maybe be swayed by it
Yeah.
and then marry this man. What do you think is likely to happen?
It would definitely end in tears for one of them.
You think?
I think definitely it's either maybe she's going to force herself to fall in love with a guy, or after some years she's definitely going to run back to whoever she thinks she wants to be with. But you don't want that situation that after some years, or even after, of late people get married and the woman doesn't want to give herself to the man. Is that what she wants at this point? So listen, the family members should know better. They are adults. They should know that there's nothing good comes out of forcing someone to be with another person. We are always praying for destiny helpers, and God decided to use you to help her and bless her. Take it like that. Your own is going to come. Like she's not yours. So just take yourself as the person that God used to bless her.
Hey, it's investment in Skanashi.
She will pay you back one day.
Skanashi. Everything is gone.
What if it got missing? What if you had
But I
an
didn't
accident?
get missing. I put it to the woman now. Yeah, telling him about to imagine, but you can't imagine now. He invested in her. A bandit. Skanashi. Wow. Anyways, please call us. Share your thoughts. 055-9242-717. 055-9242-717. Or 0556-910154. We have about 5 minutes more to take a few quick calls, and then we'll get into our final thoughts on today. We wanted to do a second story, but there's no time to be able to touch on that.
But AJ, let me add this.
Please.
The approach to ending the relationship is important. Now the lady probably has a job, good paying, whatever, but the approach is very important because karma is around. How you end, how you wrap it up, how you are able to approach things. You probably want to use elderly people. You probably want to be patient with a man. It doesn't mean you should rub your the fact that you're not interested in him in his face and be insulting him and all of that. She wants to do it in wisdom and in guidance. She wants to involve people that the man respects. She should go the extra mile to really resolving this amicably, and to probably she's exhausted all options.
But how do you try and resolve this amicably if this man is determined to have you marry him by fire or by force?
If she's so determined and she doesn't want to marry him,
it feels like you can never end well, because so long as the man says that I will use your certificate to be worthless, I must marry you. Then
he's speaking out of pain. When there is pain, we say so much, AJ. You and I, we've said so much at a point because of a certain pain. But with time comes understanding. Probably, and in worst case scenario, she shouldn't. I'm not advising that she ends in a way that becomes so terrible for the man, but she should exhaust all amicable options in closing this chapter with the man.
Well, the line is flashing. So, hello.
You did all the non-verbal communication.
Hello.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Sorry.
Good evening.
Evening.
Okay, I'm coming to say.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
I can't mention my name because of what happened.
Oh, please go ahead. Yes.
Right. You see, it's very difficult. Right? The man really loves this girl. He should let her go.
If he really loves her, he should let her go.
Like, if he wants the girl to be happy, he should let her go, because it's just like what we are discussing now is similar to my own. So,
Hey, tell us more.
yeah, it's really hard, but he should let the lady live her life.
Okay, what happened to you exactly?
You see, the assumption is very high place when you can't even think about it. You thought the person might think otherwise, but if you don't go early, you might end up ruining everything to yourself. You understand? In me, it got me emotionally depressed, everything, but at the end of the day, I'm happy now. Everything is fine.
So wait, so you were hoping to date someone and you were taking care of her?
Yeah, after that time from here, we know our relationship status, how everything goes. We didn't hide anything.
Oh, you
We are
weren't
just-
hiding it. You told her that you wanted her.
But not to a point, it seems like we're all having feelings for each other because of that brother-sister issue,
But
Yeah,
then you thought that she also started having feelings for you.
So like, no, even if she had, because of the brother-sister, you have it out. Because
Okay.
how are you going to explain to the people that this man, you have married my sister,
it's like, even our society here, the African society, though some people get married, family members, those time, but right now at this moment, it's very difficult.
So she wasn't your sister proper. She was your family friend.
Like it was long family sister, but it got to a point our friends said, oh, how it is, we can do, but it depends on the lady to accept.
Okay, so it was like a distant family relation.
Yeah.
And
so
you were so in love.
So if you really want the girl to be happy, you should let her go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He himself will feel the pain after a certain time, then everything will just go.
Everything will go off. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing it to us and sharing your story as well.
Commiserations to our last caller.
I
But
know,
listen,
right?
fellas, let me put you on some free game.
Please put us on some game.
Free game, fellas. Once she puts you in the friend zone, it's very difficult for a guy to claw out of it.
Yes.
Once you've made up your mind in a certain direction for a guy, like this guy is a brother or a friend, as a woman, it's so hard for that guy to escape
he's
that
very
friend zone.
attractive and
And
rich.
even that, once you've put a certain person in that friend zone, it's tough.
It's tough.
So if you know that's not where you want to go initially, and you think that by going that route, the friend zone, brother zone, why you're on home? Because it's difficult. She's probably all this while thinking he's like a brother to me. Whenever she speaks about you, that's what she's calling you, like a brother, like a cousin. Yeah. If you don't want to be in that zone, don't go in that direction, because once she has locked you in that brother zone, friend zone, as a girl, think about it, the guy friends that you have that you're cool with, that you don't see in that way, there's nothing they can do at all to escape.
You can't push them out
You
of
can't
it.
escape the friend zone.
Especially
So-
if you move from friend zone to brother zone.
brother zone.
Yeah, that one is
Chalet. So
all
if
feelings
you
have been
know
dead.
that that's not what you want to be, to where how you approach it, how you approach the situation, people definitely go from friends to lovers. That's granted. But if you know that that's the approach, how you even go about it is different. Once she puts you in that friend brother zone, you are not coming out there. You are locked there, counterback straight.
Yeah, finished. Yeah, all the love feelings cannot develop again.
It's tough.
Especially if you go so there's general friend zone.
Friend
then
zone.
there's friend bro zone.
Like there are some
then
friends I
there's
have.
bro zone. Bro zone.
You know those friends those male friends that you look at them and you know say, listen, there is nothing going to happen.
Like there's nothing you can offer me that will move.
And now you are residing there comfortably. You have a 2-bedroom house in the brother zone. You are not going
if I not two, you have like a 6-bedroom mansion.
6-bedroom mansion. Baby. Brother zone estate. One or better.
Yeah, shareholder there.
Yeah.
This is 3FM.
So avoid it with all your life, gentlemen. Avoid it. Else, you write us a story and we'll read it on the show. Open. But on that note, that's how we bring us the end to the show. What has been a wonderful edition of the... I was about to say 3 Lounge. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
Keeping it real. I was joined by Glory.
Yeah. Whatever. Y'all home. Peace out. See you next
At
week.
the beginning and the end, that's where the Grange comes from. Glory Boating, she's a lawyer, a media practitioner. Helena Pia, aka The Grinch, and Miss Jude. My name is AJ Akwaka, someone I was your host. Of course, shout out to DJ Phil. And we're back with more goodness next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Let me know who you marry me. I've been thinking it through and I really wanna ask you
This is 3FM.
Just wanna know.